Tell me you're ready. Welcome to Half Messy Parenting Videos, where I get to share my journey on being a parent. I'm super excited to do Half Messy Parenting because this was how even Half Messy came to be, because I found myself being half messy in life when I had kids. So today's video is going to be a little different because usually everybody likes to start with how you became a parent, and we'll be sharing that, but I'm going to be talking about not the pregnancy part. I'm going to be talking about like that newborn stage. So if you are a mom that is in the newborn stage, or you're about to be a mom, or you're just waiting to be a mom one day, or you're not even married waiting to be a mom one day, or you've already done this, hat off to you. So before I became a parent, I loved jazz. I still do to this day. I just don't have the time to really get into as much as I used to. But one thing that I liked listening to, but I really never understood it, maybe because my personality is a little different, I just like to look for the joy in everything. I never understood the blues. Never. You know, I was just like, man, that's deep. But I just never understood the blues. Until I got the baby blues. So I had a good pregnancy, and I never took baby pregnant photos. I never did that because that's just not me. But I was still enjoying my pregnancy. And I read books and all that good stuff, but nothing truly ever prepares you for that day. Nothing. Or even for those first 3 months of becoming a mom. Nothing. Even there are amazing moms that have walked that road before. Nothing prepares you for what you're going to feel because no one is like you. I never had the blues. Here I was. We had the baby. He was 9 pounds and 8 ounces, and I am 4'11" and a half. So he was a big baby. So it was a planned cesarean. I didn't care. My husband said, we should probably have a cesarean. I said, okay. I was very happy throughout the whole pregnancy. Sure, do it. The first night in the hospital was like happy hospital. It was exciting. We got there, and the cesarean went great. He nursed great that night. And yeah, I was that parent that was like, no pacifier, until 3 a.m. rolled around, and I was like, honey, go get a pacifier. And he crawled to the nurse's station and got the pacifier. But I was like, first night, that happens all the time. Then we got home, and I was working till I was 8 months pregnant as a camp counselor for summer camp. I love kids. And I was full out pregnant, enjoying the life, but I'm a teacher. So all of September, I didn't have a job. I said to myself, this is the last time I'll be able to relax. No, I've heard the mamas tell me. So I slept probably 14 hours a day. I would sleep until noon. And then right before my husband got home, I would get back home at like 3 or 4 and take a nap and then cook dinner. I was living the life. That first night when we brought our son home, I think that was the first time my husband and I ever yelled at each other because that baby boy was not going to sleep. And I was like, but what is it? What does he need? And we just didn't know. We got to bed, I don't know what time it was, but we were up every 2 or 3 hours or even hour and a half. It's a blur. But I do know that I didn't know I had the baby blues until I lost my appetite to eat. I love food, and I'm pretty sure all you love food too. And if you're pregnant right now, you're like, yeah, I love food. It was the first time that I had a loss of a desire for something that I enjoyed. The blues. And I remember sitting with my baby boy in my hand and saying, I love him. It's not like I don't want to hold him or I don't want to be with him. I just need to cry. My husband was so good. He said, okay, so cry. And so I cried. And everybody experiences the baby blues different. Some people have it really bad. Some people don't have it that bad. I don't think I had it that bad, but I had the blues and I never had that before. So I didn't know what to do. And I'm a planner. This I couldn't plan. I remember myself trying to look for the light, like one day I'll find sleep again. So I was planning my son's routine all the way till he was like 8 months old. And my mother-in-law would look at me like, and I was like, don't look at me. This is the only thing that's keeping me sane right now. The hope that everything's gonna get better. If you're going through the baby blues right now, if you've gone through the baby blues right ever, this is my own baby blues. So I'm not saying that this is how it goes or this will cure it. You got to find your own way. But I will encourage you that the blues end at some point, but you got to make sure you step out. So I knew I had to do something. My family was wonderful. They flew up and they were there for, actually, I was not alone for the first 3 months. But I just knew at the end of the day that they were going to leave. And I couldn't get so used to that because I was afraid that I would probably fall apart if they left. But I was grateful that I did have someone ready and available for me in person when they did leave. And if it wasn't for that village of mamas that I had to just say everything's going to be all right, you're going to be okay, I don't know what it would have been like. Thank God for those moms that made a meal train and came over to the house and delivered things. Now, I didn't eat any of that food because I lost 30 pounds like that because I didn't eat. The only thing I did eat was one of the moms that made me this strawberry cupcake. And she made 12, I think, for the whole family that was there. I think I ate all those each night. That was the only thing I would eat. But each mama came to hold the baby but brought something with them. That was amazing to me. They were also available to me at 3 a.m. when I didn't know what I was doing. I would text one of them and I'd be like, hey, are you available right now? And they'd be like, yep. And I would text them. And I know probably some are like, well, I will not be that mom. But there's something about becoming a mom that you share things. And I know the statement, misery loves company, is a negative one. But for some odd reason, motherhood makes it an okay statement. It's like, did you sleep a lot last night? No. Oh man, me either. You're hoping for that realistic mom to just say, yeah, this is hard. But not to say, nah, it's all right, it'll be okay. Or to say, to just pull you down. You're village hunting. You're looking for that good, solid village that you can find encouragement. I also did a routine. I found out that I had this anxiety of my son not having enough time with me. I don't know why. He was a newborn. But I made a routine. I made a routine for tummy time. I made a routine for feeding time. I'm a scheduled person. That's the way I am. But it brought me comfort. I even know some friends that sought out therapy. That is okay. If it's two things that I think work out great together for your life, it's Christianity and therapy. That works out. So I did get over the baby blues and I did eat again. But it was because I had encouragement around me. And the top thing that did it for me was prayer. I had my mom and my mother-in-law praying over me. I know even my husband was praying for me during that time because they saw a joyful person go to the blues. And I'm pretty sure if you know someone that's experiencing it, you're praying for them. Sometimes you're in the midst of all this chaos and you forget to pray. Don't forget to pray because God is the number one thing to bring you out of that. Another really important thing that really led me to Half Messy is to be real and laugh about it. I'm able to laugh about that now when I was sobbing my tears out or when I was making a schedule when he was only, 3 days old. And the mamas who've walked through it, my mother and my mother-in-law, were looking at me like, ooh. But they gave me my space and they let me have my time. And when I asked them, they were there. But I was real with them. Don't say everything's fine because maybe you're not a sharer. But make sure you at least share with your husband. My husband was there working the next day and listening to me cry over and over to justify him that I love my son. And I did. I held him nonstop. But my poor husband, who didn't experience the hormones that I was experiencing, kept his ear open for me. So make sure you talk to somebody about it. I hope that this story made you laugh somewhat, but also touched on a ground somewhere with you. I hope you just get to hear this, be encouraged, and encourage other people as well if you get to go over what I went over. I hope the rest of my half messy parenting videos will be able to be encouraging as well and uplifting in some way. Thanks for watching. Also, I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm in my PJs because I'm tired and I've been jumping in a jump house for probably 40 minutes. And if I put makeup on, that means I would lose 15 minutes to my sleep time.